Good morning, America. Good morning. I had just woken up. I had an amazing dream about a pyramid. I think it was in Mexico. Took a plane from some school trip that they made me fly the plane. I don't know how to fly a plane. I had a lot of switches and shit. It was terrifying. Somehow did that. Ended up in the 70s in Mexico living in a pyramid. People would come over. They would set up their rosaries and candles. They would sell them to people that walk through. I was trying to take a shower. It wasn't working out for me. My stepdad was there. My dead mother was there. There was some old dragon that was deposed, like an old lady dragon. They walked around that place looking like Skeksis. They weren't bad. They just were. I was like, this is so weird. I don't know how to deal with this. They're like, do you know how to use the pyramid? I was like, yeah, I do actually. They're like, well, then don't worry about it. So I didn't. I tried to find a place to take a shower, and I got caught up in some Catholic Mass ceremony where I had to sit in the back in my bathrobe with my towel and such, my bar of soap. A Mexican gave me a sword, and he told me I wasn't going to have to pay for that. Don't worry. He gave me another, like, it was like some sort of fucking weapon from out of the movies. And now this, because this guy makes some points. I don't say Mexican meaning it racist, okay? People from Mexico, we were in Mexico. Be advised, we were in Mexico.
So they're talking nonstop about the Civil War. They really are. And they do things that are revolutionary. I mean, nobody on the right said, let's jump the 233-year-old Electoral College, the 180-year-old filibuster, the 150-year-old nine-person Supreme Court. Nobody said, let's bring in two more states and end the idea for 60 years of a 50-state union. And then when you look what they've actually done, they failed at that. But nobody in the Republican Party ever tore up the State of the Union address on national TV like Nancy Pelosi. No Speaker of the House, not Newt Gingrich, not anybody else, Paul Ryan. They never said, you can't, to the minority party, you can't have these people on committees. That was a revolutionary thing to do in that House. Nobody ever goes outside the homes of Justice Kagan, thank God, or Justice Sotomayor. There's not right-wing assassins that show up out there. And when you look at the literature that's coming out, if you look at the New Republic or the Nation, these left-wing venues, all you hear is blue exit, and it's time for succession, and we can't live with each other. Or if you read, Time Magazine, that classic article by Molly Ball in February of 2021, where she was giddy, outlining what she called was a conspiracy to change radically the voting laws, to inject $400 or $500 million to alter the way we voted for centuries, so that 70% of the votes would not be cast on election day, even as the rejection rate would decline by a magnitude of 7 or 8 of the individual ballots. So these are revolutionary things they're doing. And the other thing is they never show any data. It's easy to say Trump is a fascist, or Trump did this, or these people are revolutionaries, or they want a civil war. But did Donald Trump ever try to weaponize the IRS in Lois Lerner fashion? Did he take the FBI and use it to go after Joe Biden's residence when he was president? Did they go into the DOJ and have this collusion hoax? Did any of these people who worked for Trump lie 4 times to a federal investigator like the FBI Director Andrew McCabe? So they are the revolutionaries, and they project it on to others. And what's the whole purpose of this, Pete? The whole purpose is on these agenda issues they're behind. And Joe Biden has an anemic rating, and they feel that if they can gin up a January 6th crisis, sort of a Reichstag fire, and they did it, remember in 2021 when they had barbed wire and 30,000 troops in Washington, D.C., and the greatest weaponization since the Civil War, or they can take the raid and just dribble things out. One week it'll be nuclear secrets. The next, Trump improperly took out mementos. The next, he was trying to get information on his enemies. And then the media goes to town with a bombshell, walls are closing in. And otherwise we're not going to look at the issues. Inflation, the border, energy prices, crime, Afghanistan, foreign policy. Instead, it's always react to allegations that you're insurrections as they leak to the media.
And keep the projecting narrative continuing, because that continues the conversation exactly where they want it. We knew you'd be the right guy to talk about it. Victor, thank you so much for breaking it down.
Thank you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News.